So what is true effortless style? It's sort of relative, but I think ultimately it's looking authentically stylish. You know, that it happened naturally. The person looks at ease. I mean, who wouldn't want this? But here's the big secret, what they aren't telling you. The tips and tricks will never help you unless you do these things first. You probably already have really good style and you just don't realize it yet. Too distracted by the noise of social media trends, the bestseller lists, or what the latest and greatest influencer is spouting off about. So how can you really get that coveted, true, effortless style if the hacks can't help you? Well, first off, stop being scared of your clothes. There have been a lot of clothes over the years that I've been scared of. Cashmere, white t-shirts, button-ups, and you know what? With each and every one of them, I have broken through that fear and had better style for it. It's opened up doors of outfit options and made me much more confident. But my longest running scaredy piece, white jeans. For so long, I have wanted a pair because I think they are just so flattering. But I've always thought, nope, not practical. Then I found these gems and I wanted them bad. Yes, I did, because I'm a sucker for a vertical stripe. So I bucked up and bought them. And instead of being a nervous Nelly and never wearing them, I went big and wore them for 2 weeks straight. And guess what happened? Nothing. Except I gained a favorite pair of jeans that now elevates my wardrobe. You wear the clothes. They don't wear you. Also, it's not life or death. You get a tear, repair it. You get a stain, remove it.
I don't wanna say another word unless I'm saying it right, or you're saying it first. I wanna make this last. Don't wanna move too fast. And I don't wanna say another word or put it down in a verse. Sick of sounding rehearsed. Don't wanna be like that, but I don't wanna hold back. Is this a dead end high that gets me every time? Oh, honey, you decide.
I know it sounds cheesy, but inspiration is all around us. I once heard a fashion designer say they pulled inspiration for their collection from the New York subway system. That's the beauty. When you're open, widen your eyes a bit, we can see what's all around us. And suddenly inspiration will strike, leaving us open to new opportunities and new things. When I think about inspiration in things, I think about my sponsor for today's video, Idyl Jewelry. When they approached me last summer for our first partnership, I was a little hesitant because I wasn't a glam diamonds type gal, but I was open. And when I researched the brand, I was inspired because what I found is they're not like other jewelry or even diamond brands out there. Their pieces are designed with a timeless contemporary tension that adds elevation without overpowering. One of the things that spoke to my heart is they innovatively took the modular function and applied it to the pieces, making them even more diverse in style and easy to mix and match. You know I love a bit of multi-purpose, making them truly worth the investment. But what sealed the deal for me is that these are real, beautiful diamonds that don't compromise my ethics. The first time I held these pieces between my fingertips, the first word that came to mind was solid, which makes sense because they're made out of 14 karat gold, but it wasn't just that. I could feel the solid craftsmanship as well, which made me super giddy. I just love quality. I love when you feel quality. Being open to this new inspiring thing, what it specifically brought to me was that added bit of luxe to my beloved basic t-shirts and other classic pieces. Being open to something new, something different, something outside of my comfort zone brought me the inspiration I needed to push myself further in my style. So if you're feeling giddy and inspired by Idyl as well, I have listed all of the links to all of the pieces down below in the description, so make sure to check those out. And if you make your purchase through those links, it does help to support me and my channel, so I really appreciate that extra support. As well as that, thank you Idyl for sponsoring today's video. I was truly inspired.
Time and time again, breathe and count to 10. Are no accidents, somebody told me. Everything I've been, saw in magazines, never what I seemed, it was the old me. I'm gonna be just right, catalog in mint condition. I'm gonna be.
I think for a long time, I thought I had to have a variety of looks. That if I wore a similar outfit all the time, it made me boring. But one day it clicked. Why do I care? Why do I care? If I have my favorites that I enjoy wearing the most, why not wear them and get more practice in styling them each time? Therefore, making my style better and better. But also, it becomes a part of your identity. And the stronger that identity gets, the more confidence you gain. That's the power of practice makes better. And for me, blazer and jeans, always and forever. Do you know why I love buying secondhand so much? Because it's already lived a life. I find clothing pieces that show a bit of wear and tear much more interesting. Where have these been? What have they seen? And I think that's what pulls others in with our own personal pieces as well. The Japanese practice the art of wabi-sabi, embracing imperfections, asymmetry, and the natural growth of life, celebrating the aging process as a thing of beauty and wisdom. So let your life show through. Let your clothes tell a story. This goes back to the first point of not being scared of our clothes. When we wear our clothes, we shouldn't be worried about life showing up on them. To me, there's much more power and confidence in that than there is in pristine and perfect. Naturally, as we wear our clothes more and get to know ourselves as well as the style of our pieces, we gain more knowledge. Knowledge about the pieces themselves, their fits, shapes, and materials, how we prefer to size them, wear them, and our favorite combos. And with all of this information, we become more confident in our decisions. Take these sweaters, for example. I used to think you must always go with your true to size. Now I have the knowledge of different shapes, different silhouettes, and what works best for me, what I can size up in, and what I can size down in. So I can take the same exact sweater and get different sizes and get completely different looks from it, providing me with much more options in my favorite pieces. But here's where it gets a little tricky. Sometimes too much knowledge, especially coming from external sources, can make us second guess what makes us feel best. I shouldn't be wearing black. It washes out my warm, neutral skin tone. Don't wear white jeans. They'll just get dirty. Moms can't wear edgy boots. No. What's the point in being stylish? Just stick to your Crocs or sneakers. And now that I think of it, I probably shouldn't have sized up in this sweater. I'm too old for oversized. So, what can we do in the end? Let it all go. Let go of all the rules you've heard. The trends lists, the body shape guides, color analysis, style advice from YouTubers. And listen to yourself. What do you love? What makes you feel good? What makes sense to you? Or speaks to you? Do you think Iris Amphel listened to Coco Chanel's advice about removing one item before heading out the door? And where would we be if Coco Chanel herself fell in line with the color blocking fad? And do you think Anna Wintour gives a sugar when critics talk about how her look hasn't changed in decades? And you know what they all say to that? Nothing. Because they didn't care. And they don't care. Because they all have effortless style. It's a part of their style story. Can it be a part of yours?